Welcome back to Skunk Nation, and for the last 2 weeks I've been using both of these reels, putting them head to head so that I can tell you if the brand new 2023 Stratic is worth your money. Alright, if you guys want to go check out my last video that I made, I talk about all the specs and I do a full unboxing with this reel. So today I'm going to leave everything on the rod because it's just a lot easier for me. Alright, so without further ado, let's take a look at what that reel looks like on this St. Croix rod. Alright guys, so as you can see, we got this matched up with our St. Croix inshore. This is a medium heavy, but I want to talk about the reel. And first thing I want to talk about the reel is this Gomex's handle is a must. If you want to talk about comfort and smoothness and all-day crankability, the Gomex's handle, in my opinion, is worth the upgrade. Get the reel first if you need to get the reel first, but I would get this. The durability with this reel has been very impressive, along with the FL. I think both of them are great lineups, and Shimano, I think, just tried to refine this and make this even better than what you're already getting for the price point. I still think if you get one on sale, go ahead and pick up that FL on sale and save yourself that extra money. Also, the reason I have my 4000 is because I got it on discount from Tackle Direct. I ended up picking it up for $160, which felt like a no-brainer deal to me for the amount of fishing and the type of fish that I'm fishing. So like I said, I've been using both of them extensively, this being the FM. I've had this for about 6 months, and this is on my St. Croix 7.6 medium. Again, I want to point out that the handle on this is also a Gomex's. It's just a different color model. They both have 10-pound braid. In case you guys wanted to know what braid it is, it's Daiwa J braid, 8 grand, and the color is island blue. I think the island blue just matches the reel really nicely, and it looks good when you're fishing. You know, I don't know if there's a difference between the color of braids. From everything that I've read and studied, there isn't. There may or may not be a difference between mono and fluorocarbon, but I'll let you guys argue about that in the comments section. I'm not going to put that in here. There's way more educated people out there. Alright guys, so we have right here, we have my 4000 Shimano Stratic that I picked up on sale from Tackle Direct for 160 bucks, and we have it on a 7.6 heavy Mojo inshore made by St. Croix. And for this rod, I have 30-pound braid on here. Same company, it's still Daiwa J braid. I find that it's just a better braid. So let's go ahead and talk about the reel. I've really been impressed with this reel. I was fortunate enough to go last weekend fishing. So me and Danny have both been sick, so last weekend I went out and I went to my typical spot that I go to. I went to the bridge right there, and I kept, you know, just really trying to feel out the reel, you know, look at the casts. I wanted to see if the new anti-twist fin affected the castability of this at all, because I had heard that with braid there might be potential, and I think, as you guys will see in the video, I don't really find that to be very true. I found castability to be very easy, and it felt smooth and fluid throughout the whole operation process. I have to give it to Shimano. Every reel, with the exception of the Miravel, I can do a review on the Miravel later on. With the exception of the Miravel, every Shimano reel that I personally have bought, I have had great experience with and have not had any issues with performance or durability. So again, I think that this is, you know, value for money, is a really good reel. After I got done fishing at my normal spot, I did end up going, I was trying to try a new spot, so I wanted to go to the beach. Me and Danny had went to Bass Pro because I decided that I needed some sand spikes so that I could make this video, and go out there and get some, you know, good little footage, nice little view of everything. But I went out there and I had no luck out there as well, but it was nice because out there I was able to put a 2-ounce weight on, cast as far as I could with a 2-ounce weight on there. So it was good to get it like an idea of the castability, especially with that anti-twist fin that's been added. I might remove that in the future and make a video on that if you guys want to see that, just to see if I notice any difference. But as of right now, I can't tell a difference between the two. I can tell a small difference in the sound that the drag makes between the FL and the FM. The drag is a little bit of a different click. Something I noticed, haven't felt any difference between catching fish on either one of them. Danny can attest to that. we went out the other night and we caught a bunch of catfish and a couple little snook and all kinds of little stuff out there. So we had a crazy night. We went to the pier.
Sup, Skunk Nation? Danny's back.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, wow, wow. I know you guys missed me. Kyle's here. We're packing up. We were going to fish at Fort DeSoto Pier, but we're getting kicked off. Online it says it's 24 hours, but apparently it's not. So we're going to go find a better fishing spot, and we're going to catch some fish for you.
Back to my secret bridge. So what happened is we ended up getting there right before they closed. I got everything all set up. Finally got the cameras turned on. It was a mess. I forgot everything in the car. And so we get everything set up, and then they tell us that we have to leave the pier. So me and Danny ended up going to our original spot by the bridge right there, because I knew that the tide was coming in. When the high tide is good right there, there's usually fish that run right there. So anyways, we go down there, and I've got Danny set up on a popping cork and with some shrimp, live shrimp. She is catching catfish like there's no tomorrow. Danny caught about 3 catfish in about 2 minutes, and we just literally got them up, unhooked them, threw them back in, and she was catching another one. Right after that, I ended up catching my catfish. We caught 4 catfish total. Then I ended up catching a snook and a ladyfish, and we both caught a trout at the end. So yeah, we had a good little time down there. We got to put these reels to the test, and that was a lot of fun. Wrap it up here, and now we're headed to the pier, because the pier does have deeper water, which is where we actually end up catching some fish. Now, I'm not sure 100% what the first fish is that we caught. I do believe there's a small pinfish, but let me know down in the comments if it's not. And then the next fish that we ended up catching is a large pinfish, and I know that the camera doesn't look like it, but I'm 6 foot tall and 240 pounds, and I have some decent sized hands. That pinfish was a good sized pinfish. The reel handled really well. You know, everything that I've caught, like I said, the reliability on it is not at all bad, and the performance on it is actually really solid. I do enjoy using it, but if you guys want a cheaper, budget-friendly option, I have something for you. This is a little sneak peek into Kyle's mind. Alright guys, so I've got the Daiwa Fuego here, and the cool thing about the Daiwa Fuego is Gomexis also makes a handle for them, so you can get your crank on. So this Daiwa Fuego comes in at half of the price as the Shimano Stratic, and arguably equal level performance and equal level of durability out of it. If you guys want to see a full in-depth review of this, let me know. We can take it out and put them head to head and see. I can show you guys all kinds of stuff, but has mag seal. You know, it's not rated for saltwater, but it's rated for saltwater. Just make sure that you guys continue to take care of all your stuff. Wash it off at the end of every use. That's what I do. I've had this for 6 months, and it's been absolutely amazing for 109 bucks. All right, guys. So some final thoughts that, you know, I wanted to say. I would say that the Shimano performs really well under, you know, catching fish, both the FM and the FL. That's why I still think if you can get the FL on sale, you know, maybe Black Friday or Labor Day weekend is now. So if you can find one on sale, or, you know, tackle direct and maybe find even a 4,000, there's not much of a weight difference between them. I think they're really great reels, and they'll last you a really long time and take care of you as long as you take care of them.